They drove a van, played cassette tapes, and carried a toolbox. But inside that toolbox were weapons of pure horror. Screwdrivers, ice picks, pliers, wire, everyday tools, used to torture and kill. This is the story of the Toolbox Killers and their reign of terror in California, 1979. Two men, Lawrence Bittaker and Roy Norris, both ex-convicts, both predators. They met in prison and bonded over violent fantasies. When they were released, they made those fantasies real. They bought a van, a silver GMC with no windows. They called it Murder Mac. Then they began hunting. Between June and October 1979, they kidnapped 5 teenage girls. All were tortured, most inside the van. Some were recorded. Their screams were turned into trophies. The tools they used weren't for repair. They were for pain. Slow, deliberate, unimaginable pain. They kept the victims alive for hours, sometimes longer. One girl was stabbed in the ears with an ice pick. Another was electrocuted and strangled. They took photos. They played cassette tapes of the torture. And when they were done, they dumped the bodies in remote areas. Some were never found. So how were they caught? Norris bragged to an old prison buddy. That buddy went to the police, and the nightmare unraveled. During the investigation, officers found the tapes, the photographs, and the van. Norris turned on Bittaker, testified against him in exchange for a plea deal. Bittaker was sentenced to death. He died in prison in 2019. Norris got life in prison. He died in 2020. But the damage was done. 5 girls lost, 5 families shattered, and a case so disturbing. Some officers needed therapy after hearing the tapes. The Toolbox Killers didn't use guns. They didn't hide in shadows. They used tools, like mechanics of death. And they left behind a legacy of terror that still echoes through true crime history. Are monsters born or made? Comment your thoughts below. And if this story shook you, follow, because here, the unexplainable haunts you.